Hi, hello. Welcome everyone to Miracle Ropit and their adventure in 2100. I think that's kind of a well-known kusoge. We are doing the warpless 1 loop, so there are warps in this game, so they're kind of random to how they warp you, and if you hit it just right, apparently if you enter at the first frame, it warps you to the end or something. But I can't do that. I'm not sure anyone can do that except with a lot of luck. So we're doing warpless, and this is one of those games that you have to beat 2 loops of to get the real ending. That's boring. It's just exactly the same thing again, kinda. So we're doing a warpless run through the game, and I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So here we are. Here's my little Ropit. And inside the Ropit there's a little girl piloting it, kinda. Or maybe the Ropit has its own life, I'm not... The lore kinda makes it sound like the Ropit is a sentient being. Oh yeah, it's a little robot, it can shoot. Sometimes it can use a jetpack. Gonna use some of these doors for shortcuts, of course. There are other doors that take you back, there are doors that push you away and into a pit, usually. Ah, oh, that's bad. Yeah, I shouldn't... So I can't finish this stage with the girl. When you get hit, you fall out of the robot. And you only have a very limited time to live, so when this music jingle ends, the girl is going to die because she's in a toxic alien atmosphere. Okay, couldn't recover. You get back into the robot by picking up power items, and they're kind of weird to get. If you start playing Miracle Ropit without reading the manual, which would be in Japanese even if you have it, or without reading a guide, you aren't going to understand most of its mechanics, and it's interesting how much stuff is hidden in Miracle Ropit. Like getting back into the robot. A lot of people who have played Miracle Ropit think you can't get back into the robot. Here's a classic puzzle for Miracle Ropit. You jump and shoot at unmarked spots to open doors or do other stuff. Yeah, the color, it gets a bit darker. I guess that's like indicating that you're going through a tunnel. Please don't kill me, fishes. Okay, nice, thank you. So here we're gonna pick up items finally. This red orb is one of a few item containers. Or just 2, I guess. If you pick up 3 of the P items, you get a temporary jet that you can fly with. Oh, that one respawned, that's weird. Uh oh, no, don't pull me down. Oh, what's happening? Usually it doesn't duplicate like that, but that was generally weird. And we hit a checkpoint, so I can't go back to... So let's try to recover our robot. Here's a red orb. I'm picking this stuff up. Also, the girl can also use the jetpack, just like the robot earlier. Not sure if that's an oversight, but it works. It's kind of not ideal that I don't have the... Oh, again. I should be able to finish this stage. So this green triangle makes me invincible for a short time. As long as it sticks to me. And now it doesn't... That's weird. Usually it should fall apart into 3 items. But yeah, no, it doesn't. Things happening that I usually don't even see in this game. That's interesting. But yeah, this game is weird and inconsistent and glitchy and very badly made, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy how strange and unconventional it is. Like it's as if it has been designed by someone who hasn't really played video games before or only vaguely heard of them. It really doesn't follow a lot of the typical conventions, and that makes it really interesting. Okay, here's the exit. You can't jump in while this swirly patter is going. But yeah, about the items, so if you jump on the red orb, then you get kinda stuck to it, and then you jump... Oh, that's it, is a sand pit. Shouldn't fall in that. If you jump on the red orb, and then jump again, splits into these 3 red P items. If you pick up 1, that lets you recover your robot. If you pick up 2, it gives you a triple shot. And if you pick up 3, it gives you the jetpack and then the triple shot when the jetpack's running out. And that's just the red items. Like there's also... Can I get that one? Do I even want that one? Oh yeah, that's... I'm not sure it's gonna carry me far enough. So if this can carry me up the next platform... No, that's... Okay, I'll have to wait a few seconds here. Yeah, missed that one too. There's another one here. There's a kind of difficult jump coming up here, and also I can't really wait there while these platforms are coming. Not because they would crush me, that's what you might think. There's actually a secret entrance there into this box there. Okay, that's not a problem, I can finish this stage. So the girl can finish stages. The only thing she can't really do is shoot. The robot can shoot, she can't, and sometimes that locks you out of a stage. Here's a fun trap. This moon is actually a real thing and crumbles and can hurt you. Okay. Big jumpy. Also, here's a fun thing, my legs are kind of squished, or were for a little bit. If you fall too far, then your legs get squished like that and you have to walk for a little bit to stretch them again. And while they're squished, you're walking slower, you're jumping less high. And your regular running jump at maximum height causes the legs to get squished. That's already too far of a fall. And sometimes it's kind of dangerous. Like if you just want to make your way across the water and have to do some big jumps, and then suddenly your legs are squished. Oh, that's also unfortunate. Shouldn't have shot that. That was a stray shot there. Anyway, we're in space. I like how we are running across the rings of Saturn, basically there. Okay, I should be able to. Oh, my jump didn't work. Maybe because the platform was moving down. We would have been able to recover the robot with that. I got the P items and stuff. This run is going a bit suboptimally so far, so I mean, we might be a minute or two overestimate in the end. Unless it gets much worse. So yeah, the green triangle makes you invincible while it sticks to you. And then it also splits up into items. And the green items also let you recover the robot. Okay, this death doesn't... Also this loss of the robot doesn't matter, I can finish this stage. So the green items let you recover the robot, but you need more of them than you need red items. They're kind of worth less than the red items. And they give you a grappling hook. Like, again, you rarely see anyone use that, but you can get a grappling hook in this game. Also this vertical section here was fun. You can't just fall down arbitrarily because the scrolling is really slow. And if you fall too fast, then you're hitting the bottom of the screen and you're gonna die. I'm not scared of these little dots. Okay, well let's just run past them. That works. Usually I shoot those. Oh, okay, I can finish the stage. I should be able to finish the stage. It's a short stage. Girl can do this. Here's the exit. Okay, can I make the jump? No, I can't. So you can get over there with a jump, but it's a bit tight. So let's do it a little bit more legitimate, not the full puzzle. So if you jump here a few times, this rope comes down, and then you can pull this bridge out, and then you can do some more jumps to extend the bridge so you can actually walk over it. But we can just jump over it now. Get the triangle. I'd really like the jetpack for this stage, for the rest of the stage. Here we go. leg squished and jetpack looks pretty cute. And jetpack over probably, yeah. Not fall off, please. So I mentioned the red items and the green items. There's actually a third category of P items you can get, and these are extremely hidden. We might catch one somewhere if I accidentally jump in a correct place or shoot in the correct place, but there's like hidden blocks that just appear if you jump or shoot in the right spot. Ah, that was too late. But that's fine, still fine. Okay, there we go. And these hidden blocks, 3 of them even take you to a bonus stage. Again, something I expect almost no one who has played Miracle Ropit to have seen. 3 hidden bonus stages. They mostly give you a score. Okay, here's the worst stage of this game, so I'll try to take it carefully. I'll refrain from most speed tricks. Get this one. Okay, there we go, that worked. So you can't really jump through that node barrier, but if you time it just right, it kind of works most of the time. Otherwise you have to shoot, I think, 5 nodes to disable it for a few seconds. Okay, but here's the real nasty part of this stage, a long section of moving platforms. You can kind of just run across this, so really run and jump at the start and then keep jumping, but it's very tight, especially the first jump. So I'll try to take this slow because it's a huge time loss if I die here. There's no checkpoint in this stage. Now we're in the vertical section again, and a bit later there's a horizontal... Missed the platform there and bumped my head against another platform first. That was the real problem. I've got 11 lives. You actually get lives really quickly in this game. At least after the first 1 or 2 stages. Because the game gives you lives every 3000 points and you get a lot of score, so you actually accumulate lives quickly. Okay, so that's what happens if you don't make the jump, and I can't really recover here, so I'll have to take a death, and then I guess we'll do it legitimately this time to be safe. Okay, shoot the first one, hop a bit for the other 2, and so here's the legitimate way to get through. Shoot 5 nodes. That's 4, that's 5. This stage could really have used a checkpoint. So one other system that I think almost no one has ever seen in Miracle Ropit, I have shown it off before in streams. There's actually a continuous system, but you need to pick up an incredibly hidden item to enable it. And then you have to input a continue code at the game over screen, which gives you like 2 or 3 seconds time to do that. And then you can continue. So yeah, it's kind of a baffling, strangely made video game. Okay, we're almost through this section now. It also thankfully scrolls horizontally. Sometimes, especially if I try to go fast, if I try to skip ahead, it doesn't want to switch back to horizontal scrolling, and you kind of have to jump back and forth a bit until you hit the right spot where it lets you go horizontally again. Here's the exit, but the timings of the pillar and the exit don't line up that well. Here we go. Alright, and that was the worst stage. The others aren't that bad. Some of them are fairly easy. This one should be pretty easy. Yeah, this game has a lot of sprite flicker, and generally it often just likes to not spawn something, or spawn something that usually doesn't spawn. Probably because it usually hits a sprite limit and maybe you killed the wrong enemy and then it actually has space for the additional stuff. So often some fun surprises. For example, this dragon doesn't always spawn. This stage is a little bit difficult, but should be fine. Please don't hurt me, fish. Please don't hurt me. Okay, now we've got some big jumps. With the thing I mentioned where your legs could get squished. Okay. These dinosaurs here are also their own mechanic in a way. They're a platform, but they're also an enemy. They can hurt you if you stand on them. If you shoot them 5 times, they will turn into a fixed platform. I actually want that orb if I can. Maybe I can get it to respawn. So, I talked about the orbs, but what I didn't talk about is how they always turn into enemies. If you just leave it be for a bit, it turns into enemies. If you split it up into items, the items will turn into enemies if you wait for a few seconds. If you shoot it or shoot the items, they'll turn into enemies. The game loves being rude. Okay, here's one last guy. Don't really have to care about him, I just could even take a hit from him. Doesn't matter, we can just hop into the exit here. I'm already a little bit overestimate, but we're coming to the end, so it's like 2 bigger stages left. And they shouldn't be too hard. Trying this invincibility triangle again. Got my legs squished, come on Ropit. And I can finish the rest with the girl, that's fine. I think that's supposed to be a sun under me. I'm running. Oh, slightly too early. I hit the pattern there. On this warp TV, as the game calls it. Oh, damn. Please take 2 hits. Okay, well, girl time again. Get up there. Oh, no, damn it. Yeah, this game is very rude. In many ways. Also the thing with the enemies, like sometimes the same sprite, sometimes it dies in one shot, sometimes it turns into another enemy. Like maybe those aren't actually the same enemy. Okay, here we go. We're coming to the last real stage. And that's just a very short kind of epilogue. This game, by the way, has a kind of remake. If you've watched Macaw 45 like yesterday or 2 days ago, he was playing the Rubber Saver games. The first Rubber Saver games is basically a remake of this game. You can actually recognize the stages even. The music, the robot itself looks kind of different, the story is kind of similar. And it's a lot better than this one. But also kind of less interesting because of that. It's far less strange. Okay, I'm intentionally losing my robot here, because these pillars move way slower if I'm with the girl. They're kind of being nice to you if you lost your robot. Especially these crushers here, they are moving way slower. And here's the only item in the game that just gives me my robot back. Open up some notes. I'm gonna wait here. You can also jump through these, but I really don't want to die here. That's a bit of a loss and I can't really recover. So coming up here we we should rescue our brother. The girl's brother has been abducted by aliens, but because I jumped high enough, I skipped the trigger for that and I get to keep the robot. Otherwise you would play the boy and girl here. They get to keep the robot, which it's a bit faster and it can shoot. That's mainly the difference here. It's a lovely extreme sprite flicker. Sometimes it takes a while for platforms to even appear and then you don't know if it's there or not. Okay, here's the exit. And here's the last, the epilogue stage basically. Here's boy and girl. They were in the robot the whole time, maybe. And we jump into this UFO and that's basically it. Except... Okay, here's time, and what a terrible affair, the UFO was enemies, you are brought back to enemies world again. So as I mentioned at the start, this is one of those games where you have to play 2 loops if you want to get the real ending. The second loop, the only real difference I think is the enemies are a tiny bit faster. And at the end you get like an image instead of a text. So yeah, otherwise it's the same. But yeah, that's Miracle Ropit, a fascinating game. If you want to play it, I actually wrote a very extensive GameFAQs guide for this, covering all the weird secrets and mechanics. So I suggest using that if you actually just wanna, play it in more than a few minutes. Alright, and that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for having me. Sorry for going a bit overestimated. It's kind of a hell game, to be honest, especially as a speedrun. But yeah, that's all. See you soon. Bye.